and welcome to the kingdom. Of course, I am Justin from For the Love of Pick.com, here to give you 100% free picks a week, 365 days a year. We predict the games in order to make you extra cash. Make sure you go check out the pigs.com for even more free pick. Being 3 hours behind is just not going to work. Make sure that on Saturdays and Sundays we are able to early games. So we're going to try to do Saturdays and Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern. We're going to try to do it at 2 p.m. Eastern from now on instead of 12. 2 hours. A lot of the games on Sundays either start at 11 o'clock. So if we go live at 11 o'clock, we can give out some picks for those early games, and we'll only miss maybe those first couple of games that start at 10. So we're going to try that starting next weekend. We'll stick with the Monday through Friday at 4 p.m. But on the weekends, we're going to try 2 p.m. Eastern to see how that works. But make sure you go to the website for loveofpicks.com there and go to Facebook and YouTube, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and like our Facebook. By that, you'll be notified of all. Of course, on YouTube, we have ours and upset alert videos. And Facebook, we do our live shows that come on during the week, like the one we did for live betting on Friday. And then, of course, YouTube and Facebook has this show, The Kingdom, like I said, Monday through Friday, 4 p.m. Eastern. On the weekends, now 2 p.m. Eastern. So by going and joining the Facebook page, YouTube channel, and hitting the notification button on, you will be notified of those all of our live content, which means when we go live with the show, you'll know, and when we do our videos, if you go to the website and you sign up to the website, you will be signed up for everything that will get you all the content you possibly can get. And of course, make sure you package daily package area on the website. It shows you the picks that me and Ryan are both looking at for that day in our Platinum area. It'll show you the games. It doesn't show you the actual pick. Of course, that would defeat the purpose. You have to get it. But it shows you the games that we're looking at for today in our Platinum pack. If you get a week or you get a month, those picks that you see in the daily areas that you get every single day for either a week or either a month. And of course, our packages are money back. Either we make you a profit, money back, or a credit going forward. So with that said, guys, we've got a lot today. Of course, it's Sunday. We've got 2 basketball games, 2 NHL games, and then a slate of. Of course, some of them are already started, so we're going to be working with a little smaller of a. But I like the games again in half of today for the baseball, so that's not going to be a problem. Of course, we've got 2 picks from Ryan today as well, so we'll give out our normal at least 4 picks plus 2 picks from Ryan, be a specialist. So 2 parts of today's show. Let's go on and give out. As you guys know, we've changed up our give picks out other than just all at once. Picks here, and then we'll talk about some things, 2 more picks, talk about things, 2 more picks in the show. So with that said, guys, we've got some games, so let's go on and give out those picks. The Warriors and the Pelicans are a 3:30 p.m. Eastern start, starting here in about 20 minutes. So let's go and give out Ryan's pick on that game. We've got this at, I believe, minus 5.5 or 6, depending on where I last saw it at minus 5.5. So Warriors lost game 3, of course. This is going to be game 4, still in New Orleans. The Pelicans, I just don't think the Pelicans are good enough to hang with the Warriors. I don't see this being a 7-game series. If this was a 7-game series, I would expect the Pelicans to win tonight. Going back to Golden State, Golden State get game 5, Pelicans get game 6, and so forth. I don't think that that's going to happen here. I think they're going to be able to take out the Pelicans in 5 games. They had a great game 3. They were able to get the win, but beating the Warriors twice, even on your own home court, is not easy. So we're going to take the Warriors minus 5.5, and that will be our first pick for today's show. I think it's actually 6. So Warriors minus 6, and that'll be our first pick for today's show. If it is at 5.5, buy the hook and get it down to 5 just in case. And then let's see. Do we have any other games that are going to start? Yeah, the first NHL game is starting early, so let's go and give out that game. So we have the Tampa Bay Lightning going up against the Boston Bruins. If you remember, I had the Bruins losing in the first round to the Maple Leafs, and they went to 7 games. And I actually won money on the Bruins beating the Maple Leafs in Game 7. Go figure. We gave that out as one of our picks on the show. Kind of changed it up. I thought the Bruins had the advantage. And I thought that coming into this series, the way the Lightning played towards the end of the season, the Bruins might actually have a chance to knock them off. But it has just been nothing but Tampa Bay in this series. 3-1 right now going into Game 5 in Tampa Bay. So the Bruins have a lot of work ahead of them. They're going to have to get a win here on the road and then hopefully get it back to Boston to get another win to get it back to Tampa Bay. So a lot of work for them, and I don't think it's going to matter because I think tonight Tampa Bay is going to cut this series off. They're going to end it in 5 games. We're going to take the Lightning minus 160 here, and that is our second pick for today's show. So with that said, guys, we've been talking about all kinds of different elements of sports betting all week. We've been talking about parlays. We've talked about round robins. We've talked about how spreads move in live betting. So let's talk about, today we're going to talk about how the spreads move non-live betting. So how the public can move a spread. So basically, for instance, like that Warriors minus 6, it's not going to change very much because that game's about to start. But let's say that the Warriors opened at minus 6 yesterday or 2 days ago, whenever the lines came out. If everybody was betting on the Warriors to win at minus 6, then what would happen is the line would go up and you'd start seeing it jump to 6.5, or you'd see it jump to 7 and 7.5. And the same is true for the other side and vice versa. So if everybody was betting on the Pelicans at plus 6 enough, it would move down to plus 5.5, plus 5. So basically, the more the betting public is on a line, it's going to move. And that is Vegas correcting itself. And there's a lot of value in searching the line sometimes, because what you can find is you can find sometimes lines that are, what's the word I'm looking for? I guess bad lines would be the best way to say it. And you'll see them get corrected normally. But the point is for instance, like depending on what sites you use to do your betting, or if you're in Vegas doing your betting, every single casino has a different line. Not all of them are the same. You can go to the Westgate Sportsbook and you might get a different line than you get at the MGM Sportsbook. They're not going to be ridiculously different. You're not going to see lines where one's minus 5 and then another one's minus 8. You know what I mean? But you'll see minus 5 at one place, maybe minus 5.5 at another place. You'll see an over-under that's maybe 206 somewhere, but it's already up to 207 somewhere else. And there is some value in checking out the different sports books or checking out the different apps because you can definitely sometimes find some better lines in different places. And I even know I even know a guy who used the strategy where he would hedge his bets. So what he would do is he would try to find a line. One place, let's say it was like minus 120. But then he'd try to find another place where that line was say more like minus 150, 160, and he'd jump on the plus. So basically, if you could find a game where the line was minus 120 on one side, but say like plus 45, 145 on the other, plus 140, plus 150, something like that, what you could do is you could bet $1,000 on the minus 120, of course, or minus 120 to win 1,000. So essentially, what he was doing was he was hedging his bets at different casinos. So if the plus team won, the team on the plus side, he broke even because he won the 1,000 that he lost on the other 1,000. But if the favored team won, then he actually would win about $150 more, somewhere in that range. So he had basically found a strategy where he could guarantee a victory because one team had to win and one team had to lose. Now, I don't know how legal that is. I don't even know if that's something that's considered legal in Vegas. I don't see why you couldn't go to multiple casinos and put in different bets. I could see possibly where it'd be frowned upon, but I don't see how it could be against the law. But I don't do that. I don't hedge bets. I do know people who do hedge bets. I have hedged bets in Vegas before, where I've taken a bet already and then somebody else was taking a game and I was like, okay, I'll plus money, really ridiculous plus money. We'll hedge it a little bit. So I don't see where that'd be a big deal or a problem, but you can definitely find with that strategy some almost guaranteed wins with that strategy. But the whole point was to kind of tell you how lines move. Especially when we're on a game and we like the way it is, what we love more than anything is if this, I don't care if the sports is consensus on what we're doing. Basically, what I'm saying is if I'm on a game and I think this game is how it's going to go, I don't care if the betting public is going the other way. In fact, I like the betting public going the other way because it'll move the line for us. If we can get it at a lesser value, even better. So keep up with that. Make sure you're always watching the lines. We might give out a line on the show and it might be, the line might be 5 or 5.5. But if you wait till game time, it might have jumped to 6 or 6.5. So make sure you're keeping up with these games because if I give you a line and I say, hey, 5.5 is what you take, and it jumps up to 6.5, and you take it at 6.5, you didn't take it because I told you. You took it because you told you to. I told you to take it at 5.5. Anything that's not 5.5, if it's lower, fine, take it because if I think they're going to cover 5.5, I definitely think they're going to cover 5. But if it goes higher and you take it, that's now on you. So with that said, guys, let's go on and give out 2 more picks for today's show. And so we've already given out 1 basketball, 1 hockey. Let's go to some baseball. We have the Dodgers playing today. We got Ross Stripling, 0-1, 2.33 ERA, going up against Lauer, who's 0-1 with a 10.12 ERA. The Padres were able to get a victory over the Dodgers yesterday. I don't expect them to get a second one. I expect the Dodgers to get victory today. They are the better team, and even though they're on the road, I think that they can handle the Padres here. We're getting them at minus 147, not too bad. And so we're going to take the Dodgers minus 147 with all the injuries that they have. Clayton Kershaw just went on the 10-day DL. They lost Seager for the year. Still waiting on Turner to come back. If these guys don't put together some victory, especially against these teams like the Padres, they're going to fall out of it pretty quickly. And as I've said before, you can't win your division in the first month or 2 of baseball, but you can definitely lose it in the first month or 2. So the Dodgers need to get a victory today. So we're going to take them minus 147, and that will be our 3rd pick for today's show. Of course, guys, we are on Facebook and YouTube live simulcast right now. And we've got YouTube up top. What's up, YouTube? And we've got Facebook down low. Still working on getting some kind of device that I can put my phone on to where it will be level with the other camera so I can kind of talk to you guys simultaneously. I'll be looking into that this week. So with that said, yesterday, guys, we went 3-3 on the show, and I personally went 2-1 in the platinum pick area. Ryan did not have such a good day. He was 0-3 in his platinum package area, but that is a rare case. That almost never happens. Partly because we actually had similar picks. We both had the Cavs -4 yesterday as one of our platinum picks, and the Cavs won by 2. So I'm going to talk to Ryan going forward about making sure our platinum picks are different, or at least not all the same. Because if you go and look today, we have some similar picks in similar games. And then yesterday we had 2 or 3 games that were all similar. So we'll work on that going forward. But really good, not a great day. Like I said, we split on the show, but I went 2 out of 3 on my platinum pick area yesterday. So make sure you get and check those out. And, we don't usually look back. We always look forward. I've told you, we did the recap for the first couple of weeks. We don't do a recap anymore, but we do sometimes talk about how we did the day before, just to kind of give you guys an idea of how we are doing. And just to give you something else to think about, with the website, when you go to the website and you look for the picks, right now, I'm trying to find out a way to where I can save past picks on the website. It's proven to be the more things I leave on a page, the harder it gets to edit it. So I'm looking for a way to basically leave all the old picks somewhere where you guys can go look at them. You know what I'm saying? Because all our picks are up on the website, the day of or the day before, but as of now, the next day they disappear. And in a world where, I'm asking you guys to trust me, you guys come and look at my record, come look at how we're doing in units, and you basically have to take my word for it. And of course, you could always look at the games the day of or the day before, and that'll let you know, when I say the next day that we won on those games, you'll be able to remember, hey, yeah, I saw him have that yesterday. That was a free pick. And I remember him giving it on the show. So, he's not making that up. But there are people out there that question stuff like that. So we're looking for a way to keep all the old picks on the website. So that would be something that I'm working on going forward. So with that said, let's go on and give out our last picks of today's show. The 3:30 p.m., 12:30 Pacific time game of the Warriors and the Pelicans is about to start, and I definitely want to be able to watch this game. So let's go on and give out our last 2 picks for today's show. We are going to go to the NBA, and one more pick from Ryan. We've got the Rockets playing against the Jazz. This is game 3. We were both very big on the Rockets winning that game. It was in our platinum area, and they were able to cover. They did not hit the over in that game. It got close, but they did cover the spread of that game. And I'm looking for the Rockets to do this again. I know that it's in Utah, and of course, Utah's a tough team. They did grab one in Houston, which was very shocking. I was shocked to see them grab one in Houston. But I don't think they're going to win this game tonight. I don't see them getting it to 2-2. I've said this before. I don't see the Rockets getting down in this series. So even though it's possible, if there is going to be a win, I think that it is tonight. But I'm going to take the Rockets -5.5 to win this game, go back to Houston 3-1. And so that leaves us one last game, and we're going to go to the last game. Of course, I have an NBA. I have an NBA pick. I have a let's see. I have a NHL pick, and then of course I have a major league pick in the area. And so the two-way star who, bats and pitches, pitching, he's 2-1, 4.43 ERA, and he's going up against Felix Hernandez, King Felix, 2 with a 4.89 ERA. This is a dream matchup as far as I'm concerned. I know Hernandez is a little out of his prime, but Hernandez versus Ohtani is an excellent matchup. We are in Seattle for this game, so I'm towards the Mariners to win this game. But as you know, Hernandez has been kind of back and forth with his wins. So we're going to go with the over-under. We're looking at the under of 8.5 here. These guys should be able to keep the runs pretty low. I'm thinking maybe like a 5-4-1 kind of game, and that would keep us under our 8.5. So Angels, Mariners, half, and that will be our sixth and final for today's show. So, guys, just want to thank you for coming and watching. Those of you who watch this on the get your picks in as quickly as possible. That Warriors Pelican game is about to start right now. So, if you hadn't got it in, you want to get it in now. I'm going to get mine in, or I've already got mine in, but I'm going to get some others in to make sure that they're. So, guys, make sure you go to the website forloveofpicks.com. the YouTube channel and the Facebook page, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and sign up at the website. Guys, if you do all this, that will get you all the value that you possibly could need. And so, guys, once again, we are going to have a fabulous day. I really like today's set of games. And as always, let's make money. Have a great day, Facebook. And take it easy, YouTube.